Okay, hi. So, what's your name?
Angelo.
Hi, Angelo. How long have you been living in New York?
In the state of New York?
More in like the city area.
The city, about maybe a few years.
A few years.
On and off.
On and off. And where did you live before that?
Long Island.
Long Island. Okay. So, is Long Island currently where you reside?
No, right now I'm homeless.
Okay. Understandable. It's a hard economy. Okay. So I'm doing a study on gentrification. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. So, by definition, it's basically urban revitalization, the change in lower income urban city areas getting pushed out by more richer, affluent people. So basically, in like short terms, it's basically rich white people taking over the city. I mean, not gonna lie. So how do you feel that it affects you personally? How have you seen the city change over the years?
The question is, tell me the question again.
How do you, from your perspective, how have you seen the city change from what it once was to what it is now?
As far as gentrification, okay. I just see like in like certain really bad areas in New York City that like more Caucasians are coming, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I think maybe it's a good thing for those areas. Like I don't know. Less crime.
Do you find it to be wrong that those areas are only becoming safer just because white people are moving there? Like, shouldn't it have been safe when anyone was living there before?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Never makes the neighborhood better.
How do you feel about families who've been living in areas like Harlem for ages, like decades and decades of families moving there and no longer being able to live there because of the raise in rent prices because more white people are moving there? I mean, personally, I think that's really messed up.
Yeah, I was gonna, agree. I agree with you with that. It's kind of messed up. But that's the way the world is. It's America. However those landlords are gonna make and the owners are gonna make the most money, they're gonna do what they gotta do. It's a wicked world.
Do you think that as New York, being one of the most diverse cities in the world, is getting highly taken over by one predominant race of people? Do you think that it's pushing out the culture and diversity of it?
I think when they try to say New York is so diverse, like it's diverse, but only as far as like people that's here. It's not really diverse. How it's really not, because you got the white people live in the white neighborhood and the black people live in the black neighborhood. So it's really not diverse.
Yes, I agree with you. Actually, I looked at some statistics that New York, as diverse as it is one of the most segregated cities in America.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. They try to say it's so diverse because so many people from different countries settle here. But it's not diverse. It's not like they try to make it seem. You know what I mean? It's really not.
Do you think that the only way to reestablish a neighborhood is for it to be gentrified? Like, is the only way a neighborhood's gonna get fixed up again is if it becomes gentrified?
I don't think that's the only way. Absolutely not.
So you don't think gentrification is a cause of redoing a neighborhood?
Is a what? Just cause?
Is gentrification like the cause of redoing a neighborhood? Like, is that the end result?
Maybe it is. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the end result. I'll take that back though. Like I said, I think it's not a good thing. I think there's other ways, to make the neighborhood safer. Instead of changing the dynamics of it. You know what I mean?
personally, what would you like New York to look like in 10 years from now? Would you like it to go back to the way it was when things were owned more by small businesses and where it truly was a little bit more diverse? Or how do you think it's going? Like, what would you prefer it to be seen like?
Yeah, I would prefer it to be like it was before, you know? New York is all screwed up, you know? I'm telling you, New York is all screwed up. Like, you know, the people have so much money out here, you know? And then they can, you know, walk by somebody that's barefooted or you know, doing extremely bad and don't want to help the person, you know? You know what I'm saying? New York is all screwed up. You know, it's all screwed up.
So instead of fixing the neighborhood, you'd rather them help the people who live in the neighborhood?
Poor people. You see how many poor people is in New York? Like, you know? Like, help these people. Like, these people should not, at night, they should not be sleeping in front of these storefronts. Like, they should have something for them, you know? Give them, you know, a tent somewhere, a park or something. Look at the park right here, big park. You know, but all of the homeless people are sleeping in front of the storefronts. You know, that's not being occupied. You know, that's screwed up. You know,
yeah, no,
that's screwed up. This is the richest country, and this is the empire. This is the empire here. This is New York. You know, it's the Empire State. You know, our empire is built here. You know, Wall Street, financial district. World Trade Center. Our empire is built right here. The greatest empire in the world. You know? But they got rats running around this park, you know, when the sun go down. You know? Nice, beautiful park. Infested with rats. Like, come on. That's crazy to me.
It is. I agree.
You know, I seen a rat out here in the daytime. Matter of fact, there's a dead one somewhere over here. Oh man, I seen a dead one. I was sitting playing chess. It's a dead one right there, laying right there. You see it? Let me show you. Look. Why the fuck? Come on. Look at this beautiful park. Look at this dead rat.
Where?
You see that right there?
Oh yeah.
Look at this park. Come on.
It's a big one too.
They don't do something about that.
I agree. I agree completely.
And they come out in the daytime, you know. Those rats, you see them in the daytime sometime, like once in a while, like, you know, like it's crazy, you know.
And it's also believable that some of the people who are homeless used to own apartments and live in apartments in New York at one time in their life, because not everyone who's homeless doesn't mean that they were homeless their entire life. Yeah. Sometimes just things get hard.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not easy being homeless.
It's not easy. It's not.
You know, like, you know, I wouldn't wish like homelessness on anyone. Like, you know, and I mean that because, you know, I'm going through that right now. You know. So, you know, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
I understand. Well, Angelo from Long Island, I appreciate your time. And thank you for everything. I really appreciate your thoughts. Thank you.